Best Barber Alive.
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 BestBarberAlive.com.
BestBarberAlive.com. It's your boy Floyd Fadeweather in the building with the beautiful, lovely, talented Miss Lici Lady Barber. How you doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
Excellent, excellent. You just recently won on an episode of Cedric's Barber Battle. Explain to the people out there, what was the process, man? Like, how did it work when you went out there? Were you nervous? Was it here in Texas or was it somewhere else?
Actually, at the time I was casted for the TV show, I was located in Colorado. I was known for competing in a lot of the exotics battles, and that's where the interest came from. I was asked to do the Newark episode. So how it works is that there's 10 different episodes, one for each city. I was casted for the Newark one. Going up there, I was very nervous because it was my break to compete for $15,000. I mean, the only reason why I agreed to do this was because I knew I had a fighting chance on national TV. I'm not gonna let myself look dumb, and be taken for advantage. But at the same time, around that time period, I didn't have a brand yet. This was like last year it was filmed. And I knew a lot of these barbers underestimated me, but I've already been doing design work for years.
So how did you like for the other barbers that are out there, because I didn't know anything about this show that was coming up, and normally all of the barber industry buzz, I know something about it, and I knew nothing about this. So like, how did you was it broadcast online? How did you find out about it?
This show is from Barbershop Connect. Lee Resnick is actually the mastermind behind the TV show. So salute. And he actually ran me down at an IBS show in Manhattan last year and asked me to compete at this barber battle. I mean, I had to go through certain steps and shoot videos and go through the whole entire process, but the end result, I was on a plane to New York City.
Word. Okay. Now, once you got out there, and I watched the episode, I'm not going front. You was one of my favorites, from the jump. We out here, we're in Texas. She's repping Texas. She's out here. There's a lot of barbers that's on the show that was from Texas, so I'm definitely rooting for a lot of Texas barbers out there. And you were competing against two other, really great barbers. Shout out to the other great barbers that were on the episode with you, but I was rooting for you, and I just gotta ask you, there's one cat on there that, I could tell he was getting under your skin. You know who I'm talking about.
It's
Showtime. How did Showtime make you feel? Did he intimidate you?
You know what? Showtime is Showtime. I mean, I'm a barber, a woman barber in a male-dominated industry. I come across guys like him all the time. There's no type of intimidation. If anything, I was just laughing at him make a fool out of himself.
Okay. Now,
but I still love you, Showtime.
Word. Now, speaking of being a female in I guess we could say it's a male-dominated arena, right? Being a female in this arena, you definitely putting on for the females right now. You know what I mean? It was great to see that you could go in there and you can stand on your own. And for the other females that are out there that are really trying to achieve the level of success that you achieved so far, and we know that you got so much more to go, but what do you say to those other females that are out there, or females that want to step into this game? What advice do you have for them?
Man, like, to be honest with you, this can go for a lady or for a gentleman. It's all about having a goal and about making sacrifices. The only reason why I was even introduced to this industry was through Mark Marrero. So salute to Mark Marrero. he was the first barber to look at my work and actually encourage me to compete. He told me I was good enough, and that's all that it took. I dedicated my career for the next 6 months to competing at every barber battle there was out there. And the reason why I did that at the time, and this is going a little bit more into my story, I was homeless. I've always been told that I was never going to amount to anything, that I wasn't good enough, I wasn't worth it. Meanwhile, I'm cutting hair next to a whole bunch of other barbers and putting out the same quality work as they were. You know, I don't know if it was intimidation, I really just don't care, but I wanted to go on that stage, and at this point in time, I didn't do it to win. It was important, but my focus more was towards getting on stage and saying, hey, there's a lady up there that's competing with 20 other guys, and the quality of her work is just alike. And because I was everywhere, I was in Miami, Florida, New York, I just went all over the place. That's how people started recognizing me and branding me as Lici Lady Barber. That's actually how I got casted for the TV show, because I put myself out there. So I guess the advice that I give to you is to put your work out there. Take pictures of your work, be proud of it, post positive things on your social media, go out, network, compete, and be active. You know, when you're active out in the community, you open doors to opportunities that you can never imagine.
And how long have you been cutting in total?
I've always cut hair. Due to the fact that I did have an accident when I was younger, I spent most of my time in my room just drawing and, you know, just doing things like that. I went through countless surgeries, about 12 of them, all the way up to the age of 13 years old. And of course I had the TV, and through MTV I started learning how to do my own hair. My parents, they couldn't afford taking us out to get our hair done. So I learned to do my own hair. I learned to cut my brother's hair and went to my father's hair. And at this time it was just something that I did for fun. Cutting hair was what put food in my stomach, a roof over my head. And I had a lot of clients because my haircuts were only like $5. You know, so that's the way that I kept up my hustle until I finally decided, through the encouragement of one of my clientele, to go to school for it.
Okay. Now, explain to me, you know, a lot of people want to know, because I imagine, you know, your social media is exploding right now. It's going crazy. You know, your Instagram, your Facebook, and all of that is going crazy. I actually discovered you, or found you, I think on Instagram first, no, on Facebook first. You kept popping up in my feed, you know, and I was like, who is this girl popping up in my feed, you know, all the time? And then I think I saw you on Instagram, you know, but you know, you're blowing up everywhere. But I think a lot of people want to know, what was life like before the show, and what is life like now that you're a undisputed champion of the world?
Question. Before the show, I struggled a lot with my kids. I came across a lot of people that kept trying to pull me away from my goals, saying, you're unstable, you need to not fly out and do all these things. And in my head, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I got me, you worry about you. And that's just it. You know, nobody's gonna understand what you want to accomplish but you. So I was always that type. I was really strong-willed, and I always did what I wanted to do, as long as it geared me towards something. And it wasn't until I won the show that people started noticing or paying more attention to who I was. Wait a minute, who's that? You know, she actually competed against two well-known barbers in the industry. And through that, I started getting contracted to judge other barber battles, to showcase, to compete. And that turned into my career. That paid my bills. You know, now to this point, I've gotten, and I'm still getting, endless opportunities out there to join this team and join that team, and work for this company, or do interviews and do things of that nature. And right now, I'm focusing on building my own brand. You know, I've done it for so long, without the backing of any company. It's like I don't want someone to scoop up and just take advantage of everything that I work for because now they find it suitable.
You know, obviously you're getting a lot of love right now. You know, but you know, is there? Are you getting hated on? You know what I mean? Are there a lot of people hating on Lici Lady Barber right now?
People are gonna hate whether you're doing good, and they're gonna hate whether you're doing bad. People always have something to say, always have a finger to point, you know, and to me, I really don't care. Like,
right.
Whatever they say is not affecting me, and it's not affecting my opportunities. As long as I'm doing what I need to do, I'm maintaining the integrity of my brand, my name, and I'm taking everything as is, and nothing really matters. You know, I do know who my true supporters are. I know who you are, and to you, salute, thank you for that.
But have you noticed, because you know, in this industry, you know, we preach barber love, you know, barber love all the time. You know, you hear it going around, barber love. Do you really think that, you know, there's as much barber love going around as people are portraying?
I think people like to hide behind the term barber love, which is probably why it's one of the reasons I really don't use it that much. People are doing shows, you know, to promote barber love, or they're doing seminars to promote barber love. But yet at the same time, when you're looking through the social media, you have one barber bashing on another barber's work. You see people taking advantage of other barbers, and it's just, it's all self-preserved. Like, they're doing it to gain what's the word that I'm looking for? Yeah, it's not to actually help the next barber or help build the other barber's brand. Even when you go to some of the educational seminars or some of these events, it's all about me. You know, to me, barber love is sharing and promoting each other's work and doing and putting the attention on those around you in your community. What about your clients? You know, barber love is about servicing the people in our community that can actually help us. It's like, if a pipe breaks in my toilet in the barber shop, who's gonna help me? That celebrity barber or the client that I've been cutting for the past, you know, year or so? And to me, that's what real barber love is.
You heard it. That's what barber love is, man. And you know, I appreciate you putting that out there, because, you know, there's so many people I think that need to hear that. You know, everybody wants to get Insta famous in this industry. Everybody wants that shine, you know, but a lot of people, I don't think are.
They like to step over other people to get there.
Exactly, you know, and honestly, a lot of y'all ain't ready yet for the celebrity. A lot of y'all ain't ready for the shine like that yet. You know what I mean? I'm just putting it out there. You know, but obviously, you know, you ready for it. You doing big things. You know what I mean? I can see so many things happening for you. You know, you're gonna take off, and this is just one step. This is just one step.
You know, it's like not every barber is like that, and not, you know, the entire industry is like that. You have your respected barbers and your respected brand and your group of people that actually do what they do, that have built a platform for us. But it's like what you say, they get so greedy and they get like hungry to be quick on that Insta famous or that celebrity status, when in reality, before you can even make a brand and stamp the brand or the logo on a t-shirt, you need to do your LLC, you need to do trademarks, you need to fix your credit. Like, there's all these things that need to be done first before you can take yourself to the next step, before you can brand your business and make it worldwide.
Absolutely. There y'all have it, man. Lici Lady Barber, you know, she looks, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. Y'all get to see her out there. I get to see her right here, and I get to touch that title. I'm gonna check y'all later, man. Anything else that you want to say to the people out there? You know, I appreciate you so much for you know, doing this interview with us, man. And you know, again, like you, I don't use the phrase barber love loosely, but you know, this was real love right here. You know, showing up and doing this, you know what I mean, for bestbarberalive.com. You truly are one of the best barbers alive. You know, we appreciate you coming through and checking us out. And you know, there you have it, man. Bestbarberalive.com.